journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking Zepbound love.
No, I don't want it. Wow. It doesn't look good, does it? Let me go back like so. No, I want to come over like that. Like that, maybe. No, I don't like it. Not looking at it. Looks washed out. Whoa, why am I so washed out? What? Oh well. I don't want top chat. Nobody's here. Come on. Live chat. Hi, Janice Glines. How are you? Great to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mariah. Hello. Nobody's here. Ha ha ha. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Oh, no, he didn't get it. Ooh, I'm watching the football game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Patriots on 4th down and 1. They tried to do what they called the tush push, and they brought in 2 defensive backs. Oh, I guess they gave it to him. All right. I'm sorry. Got to pay attention. How is everybody? I'm sure some of you are in the way of this massive storm, and if you are, I hope you have power. And hi, Judah. I hope you're safe. Obviously, if you wouldn't be here if you didn't have power. Duh. But it's a massive storm. It's funny, I thought they gave winter storms names. And they said that I was watching Ryan Hall. He said this storm is 2,000 miles wide at one point, and now it's moving, it's switching up and getting more closer to the East Coast. But there's been some crazy icy sleet stuff. Yeah, that's the worst. I'm sure you would much rather. Oh, this one is called Fern. Oh, thank you, Janet. I figured it had to have a name. It was certainly big enough to have a name for sure. So Fern, that means they've had A through E named. So this is Fern. Oh, I bet. And I guess, hi, Ellen. I guess they'll have an ice day, a snow day, or something tomorrow, I would imagine. 3 inches of snow. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah. Hi, April. It's crazy weather. Well, we've been, cool. Seasonable. It's been lovely. And then today, all of a sudden, it's like 84 out. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be a high of 62. And then Tuesday, a high of 58. So it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're fine. It's sunny here, 27 degrees. Now, it's a little chilly for South Carolina, but not too bad, right? Not too bad. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got all the fish stuff. Yeah, those were fish stamps that I had, and I stamped them on that transparent sticker paper, which I love. No school most of. Oh wow. Okay. Hi, Joyce. Good to see you. Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm going to work on that today. But first, I managed to mostly finish my botanical journal, that I've been working on with Ginger Cat Pam and Di, Messy Table, Messy Palette from Australia. And this is her brilliant engineering design. And I'll show you why it's really cool. It's a hybrid of Coptic stitch. I know. Mariah started it. Well, whoever bought the tuna fish started it. Because this fishwives, the fishwives is a tin tinned fish company, and they make very high end tuna fish. And the artwork on the box that the tuna came in is what I think started it. And it started with Mariah. I think somebody bought the tuna fish. I bought the tuna fish. Very expensive. Very good. And when I ordered my cans of tuna, I got a sheet of stickers. And I made some refrigerator magnets. And that's what I gave one to Mariah. Van bought it, yes, from Sprouts. Okay, and I got mine from Amazon, of course, and I got a bargain. I got 3 cans for $28, but I got the sticker sheet, so that's anyway. It was good, and now they have all sorts of stuff. They've got oysters and smoked trout and salmon, all sorts of goody stuff. But interesting. So this is the botanical journal, and what makes this interesting is that it's got 20 signatures with 3 folios in each signature for 30 pages, and they're put together using a Coptic stitch. Now, my Coptic stitch is a little messy, so, but I got it all Coptic together. But the interesting thing about this is in the middle of this is a flippy floppy thing. And I'll show you it's true Coptic in the sense that the pages lay flat, right? And I've got some pockets here, and I've got some tag stuff that I'm going to stick in. And let's see. Well, but the true Coptic in the sense that, the pages lay flat. And these papers here, these luscious pages, this stuff was made by our very own Debbie Epps. She makes gorgeous dyed papers. And so these are her papers. So I'll probably add some more stuff in here. And then I made a big sheet of just paints and stuff to use in this. And I just sometimes just a little stamp. So I'm looking for pockets. And the paper I used was my coffee dyed paper and Debbie Epps paper. And this is handmade paper. And I also have a sheet or 2 of mulberry paper. And these are pictures cut out of a seed catalog. So, and this is a piece of that paper that I made. And here's a big tag. I'll stick that in there. Let's see. Here's some mulberry paper. You can see that mulberry paper's got twigs and leaves inside the paper. Here's another piece of it. It's really cool stuff. So then you get to this middle section. In the middle section is flippy floppies. And that's what makes this so neat. And so this is all and it's got a magnet in it. And then I made this little thing that opens up with more botanical stuff on both sides, and that folds up. And I have a dictionary, and I just started painting. I have a doodle book, and it had step by step how to paint botanicals. So I just started making my own. And this is, obviously, I painted this with watercolor, and I used watercolor pencil and then watercolor. And there's a big pocket in here also. And so we got all these flippy floppies, and then over here, this is a much more complicated. I've got a belly band here. Let me stick this in here, maybe. Oops. And then this opens like so. And then I use napkins, because you're not going to be able to. And I got double pockets here. So I'll stick up this tag there. And a little tag here, and this is going to open, and there's going to be more pockets here. This is another watercolor page that I did. This is off the front of the post office's latest stamp catalog, and so this opens and like so, and you can't see it, but there's the rest of it. So a lot of flippy floppies. This is a telegram thing. Okay, and then this opens on this side, and it opens, and I have a pocket here. Oops. And some napkins and another little envelope here. So this all folds back, and another belly band here. Let me stick that in here like so. And then this folds in, whoops, like so. Like so, like so. And there's a magnet here, believe it or not. And so this is in the middle of all of this. And this is what makes this such a unique design for a journal, because you have this stuff in the middle. And then again, on the other side, I won't bore you, but on the other side is 10 more or 5 more signatures again with, here's a pocket and more Debbie X paper. So I've got more stuff to make, and so like so, and yeah, and it, whoops, and that's the back page. So that's it. I'm really happy with. So I've got a lot more decorating to do. And I just have a question. Can you show where you stitch the spine in? Well, with the Coptic stitch, you really stitch one signature to the next. And there's really, this is kind of a spine, but it's not. It's, this is just a piece of paper, and there's 2 posts that come up. And these things slip down on the post. It's not stitched. And so the signature is stitched, the Coptic stitch is stitched to this. So it's really not a spine in the sense that I can show you. It's pretty, yeah. I wish I could explain it a little bit better. But again, this is just one signature, right? That's stitched here, like down here. But it's just it's a Coptic stitch. And then you stitch in one signature, right? And once you stick that signature in, you pick up the next signature, lay it on top of that signature, and then you stitch that to the next page. So it's one signature that is stitched on top of another signature, and that's the essence of a Coptic stitch. And the beauty of it is that your pages lay flat, no matter where you are. They always lay flat. So it's kind of, I'm sure I'm not doing a good job explaining it to you. And the other thing, you're not supposed to have an alligator mouth. I have a little bit of an alligator mouth, but I don't really care. So, hi, Julie. So, and then this is my cover plate that I made a while ago. So I'm going to put that on here and I'm going to elevate it. I think I'm going to use some elevated, this kind of stuff. I hope it's going to work. It's old and it's from the dollar store when it was $1, believe it or not. So I want to bring this up a little bit. I want to give it a little elevation, a little dimension. So I'm just going to stick that on here. And I'm going to make, obviously, more tags. I want to fill all those pockets and maybe add some more stuff to those pages, maybe some more stamps. In those big pockets, I might make a writing board that will slip in there. Pam, Ginger Cat Pam, walked me through the first side of with the signatures this morning. And when I was managed to finish it, I've done Coptic stitch several times, but I don't do it often. So it's like starting all over again. There's a whole bunch of videos out there. Natasha Treasure Books has one. Yeah, just Google it. It's a very, and I'm sure it's ancient. I'm sure it's, my guess would be it's Japanese. It's a form of stitching. And there's all sorts of variations of it. But it's, and it's like one of those things, once you start doing it, you get into a rhythm. And there's this Coptic stitch where you use 2 needles. I can't imagine, but you have two threads going. And that's if you have like 2 holes, I guess, and you do one side and then you switch and do the other side. I've seen that done, and that's really crazy. Okay, let's stick this puppy on. Make sure. This was one of Safia's pieces that she sent to me a while ago. Yeah. So there we go. All righty. So I wanted to show that to you because I've been working on it for a while. I haven't done anything with Winnie the Pooh. I've come to a standstill with Winnie the Pooh. I've got the stuff, a lot of the paraphernalia, the ephemera for Winnie, but it was going to be in a journal. It was going to be in a lap book, but I'm not so sure that I want to use a lap book for my Winnie the Pooh journal. So I will let you know. Hi, Brenda. I'll share that with you as I work on that. Okay. So we'll put that aside. Whoops. And scavenger hunt. I've got quite a few things done on the scavenger hunt. I showed you, I found it. This was a box. It was in the teacher's room at school. And there was this beautiful box with no chocolate in it, mind you, no chocolate in it. And I brought the box home. And this was years ago. I've been retired since 2019. And I had this box and I came across it again. And this place, the Starbrook Airlines is not an airlines, it's a chocolate company. And it's a really interesting company, and they're in Belgium. So I turned this in, I figured this would make an interesting journal since the overall theme is candy. And so one of the prompts is tissue paper. So this is tissue paper that my sister sent me pears and blue cheese for Christmas. So this is the paper that the pears were wrapped in. So I figured I would use that on the inside of this. And because it's long and skinny. I decided to I'm using Amazon packaging cut into pages for this. And I'm probably going to do a Midori style binding on this when I get it all done. I'll just do the Midori thing with the elastic. So that's that's going to be the book. And let's see. And when I do the scavenger hunt, I like to put as many prompts as I can on a page. So I don't know how many pages I'm going to use, but I've got about I think I counted 26, 27 done. And so let's do a couple. I'll show you. One of the prompts was to illustrate a favorite quote. And this has been a favorite quote of mine for a long time. She took the leap and built her wings on the way down. And I feel like that every morning. I feel like I'm putting my wings on as I leap out of bed in the morning and hope that, I can get them on. And I found this person a while ago, and she's become my leaper. Every time I want to illustrate this quote, I use this same picture. And these are steampunky butterflies. And Becky gave me a steampunk butterfly, which I fussy cut it out. So that's my illustrated quote. And so the other side of this needs to be done, and we'll work on that. And then one of the other prompts was a tag, and I made a really giant tag. And I painted it with watercolor, which was another prompt. And I kind of did an ombre-ish type of thing. And I painted a flower, and there's a postage stamp. And I think we had to use some lace or burlap. And then the safety pin, and this is put on with the safety pin. And then corrugated cardboard, turn it over. There's the corrugated cardboard. And a sticker, a button, and book text and stamps. So this one has I think it's got 11 different prompts on it. I think it's fun to kind of put as many, to put as many on as you can. And this will be a flip in. This will get flipped in. And something given to you, a fibs, and this is from Safia. And then I found there was one that said something from nature. And I was cleaning out a box that I had, and look what I found. I found a feather. You did that. Hi, Lydia. And I found this feather out in the front yard, and I've had this for a while, and this is definitely something from nature. Oh my God, this feather is so soft. So I'm just going to stick that in here, and that'll be my nature, something from nature. And that's going to get tipped in. And another one was, I think, black and white. So this is my black and white. I drew that in black and white and washi, I think, black and white. On the other side, it said a pink page. Well, this is pink. It's a magazine image and pink. And here's some pink stickers. So that's several prompts all on this. This opens, obviously. I know it should open. Oh, come on. Oh, this one is, hi, Brenda A. This one is chock full. Look at all the prompts on this one. Let me see if I can't even. An elephant. Googly eyes. I gave the elephants googly eyes. Photograph. Squares. Circles. Famous tourist thing. Eiffel Tower. Vintage chocolate bars. So this one's got a whole bunch. So I like this one. And of course, that's the other side. That's the pink. And then I found this one. This is from Safia. And this is from Becky. And this is from Becky. And this is from Safia. And this is from Becky. 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 And So that's got a whole bunch of them. Let me stick these over here. Okay. So what I want to do today is, Di and I did some neurographic things the other day, and so I'm going to glue that down on the back. And this is another one of the other prompts: magazine image, something out of the trash, something upside down. When I altered my calendar. Hi, Debbie. When I altered my calendar, November, the whole month is upside down. So I took a picture of that and put that on here. This is a napkin, and this is an image of a magazine. I love her hair. So what I plan to do, let's see. Let me move her. I'll do her on the other side of her. Stick her over here. The plan is I'm going to glue this down. And one of the prompts is do a border. And I'm going to draw a border around this. Okay. So let's glue this down. Get a glue stick out. Oh my God. It is snowing. Oh dear. My grandson has a hockey game. They're in Denver. And they're in Denver. The football game's in Denver. And my son and grandson are in Denver. Actually, they're playing a team from Colorado Springs. They played a team that was in Boulder, Colorado yesterday. Oh my gosh, you should have seen this ice hockey. Oh, you've got icy rain. I'm sorry. Oh, it's snowing where you are. Since 7 a.m. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to slow moving. This hockey rink in Boulder, it was so luxurious. It looked like a movie theater. It had individual seats, just like a movie theater. This is a hockey rink. And the announcers were saying it has a lovely restaurant and bar, and that's where they played last night. I don't know what the rink looks like where they're playing today. The game started 10 minutes ago, so I'm probably not going to be on past 6 because I want to catch some of his hockey game. They won last night, 3-1. So here's the neurographic. I'm sorry, the ice is the worst. Ice is so much worse than snow on so many levels. We know how bad ice, in terms of the weight on the trees, it's just so dangerous. Power outages. According to Ryan Hall, some areas are going to, the ice is going to be so bad that people may be without electricity for a week, which is horrible. Okay, I think before I do the border, the other thing I want to do is, one of the things is a geometric and patterns, and an envelope with a window. Look at this. Talk about the jackpot. This is an envelope with a window, and it's the inside of the envelope for Vogue magazine. Is that not cool? I was more excited about this envelope than I was about the wonderful offer that they've given me. I'm going to get Vogue I'm going to get 2 years. It's going to come out to be $9 a year, $8 a year. But anyway, this envelope is fantastic. So it's got the pattern, right? And so that's one of the things here. It's an envelope, right, with a window. Perfect. And one of the prompts is a coffee or tea ring stain. I happen to have made a stencil. I carved this stencil. Well, I don't know, to cut this stencil to look like a coffee stain. So this is going to take care of I fell once. Oh no. I don't blame you. Oh, okay. Now 24. It's supposed to get really, really cold and the rain is freezing on the trees. Yeah. It's supposed to drop to 15. That's what Ryan Hall was saying. It's going to be warm and then it was going to get super cold. And I think that's why we're going to get super cold starting. I mean, super cold, relatively speaking. So this is going to take care of stencil, coffee tea stain, envelope with a window, and pattern. I mean, repetitive pattern. There it is, repetitive pattern. I might as well cross that right out. So we're going to do that right now, repetitive pattern. We're going to do the coffee tea ring thing and stencil. And envelope with the window. How about that? 19 there? Oh, wow. No, honestly, I don't miss that. I feel bad for you folks, but I really feel that I've paid my dues. I lived outside of Buffalo for many, many years. So I've been there, done that, experienced massive amounts of snow, crazy cold weather. One morning it was minus 37, and that was not wind chill factor. Obviously, there was no school. It was too cold for the kids to stand outside and wait for the bus. Woo. Oh, shoot. Screw that up, didn't I? Hang on. All right, let's do this. And this kind of does look like a coffee stain. Well, use your imagination. I think it looks like a coffee stain, kind of. 33 there. I guess it's supposed to get much colder, though, I think. So that's my coffee, as you would say in New York, my coffee stain. Every once in a while when I say coffee, my New York accent really, really comes out. So that's going to get set in there. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, whoops, let's do the border. And I think I'm going to do it so you can see me. Let's see. I'm going to do it with a black thingy like this. Okay. And I'm going to cheat. I have a book over here that has all sorts of borders. And I will hi, Barbara. Good to see you. So this is a very fun book. I don't want to enable anybody, but my son actually gave this book to me for Christmas many years ago. And it's Creative Doodling and Beyond. And they've got all sorts of borders. And I'm going to do one of these borders around this. They got this just, and they have really a whole page of doodling. It's just a fun book. It's just a fun book. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to do a border. And let's pick a border, any border. Huh. I think I have. I like this border here. Or this one. Well, let's see. I've got the green thing. Hi, Yolan. Do the EK. Oh, yeah. The EK. Oh, the zigzag one? No, I don't want to do that one. I like this. Well, this one would be fun. Let's see what this green's going to look like. Yeah, the green shows up pretty good. All right, let's do this. Okay. I guess you could use washi tape. Yeah, I think, why not? It just says, what does it say? Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't do washi tape. You do washi tape, do anything you want. I could actually draw. I should do that. I should draw that with a broken crayon, and then that would be. I don't. I can't see it now. It's so hard to see things. I don't know what it says. I think it said draw a border, but I could be wrong. Oh, hidden mesh. Blah, 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 blah. Create a post. So I'm just gonna do that. Put a button on it. Create. It just says create a border. So washi state. Yeah. No, it says create a border. So there's no rules. So sure, you don't have to doodle. You could use washi tape. Yeah. And I think using washi tape is one of the prompts. So that's, you get to use two. It's a twofer. Yeah. It's a twofer. I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, and a little circle. And then go like so. 1, 2, 3, circle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, little circle. Come down like so. So how's the weather up in your area, Devin? I'm sure you're not getting any of this massive storm, also known as Fern. Fern doesn't sound like a very ferocious name for this massive storm. Hi, Jackie. Let's see. I'm just going to go like so, and then I'll come back and do the... Zip, zip. Try to keep it straight. Oh, you know what I could have done? And I should have done? Oh, well. I could have stitched a border with one of my fancy stitches on my sewing machine. That would have been cool. Because this looks pretty lame. You should see, if anybody's watching this football game, it is snowing like a banshee in Denver. You can't see the field. It looks like a Buffalo game. And it's so funny because I FaceTime with Richard every Sunday. And he was saying that Denver does a horrible job. Yeah, I know you're cold. Richard was commenting on what a horrible job the snow plowing is in the Denver area where he's moved to. He said it wasn't that great in Salt Lake City either, but it's really bad in Denver. Now, when we lived outside of Buffalo, boy, that's one thing they did well, and very well. They took great job with the roads. They really did a good job plowing. Because we had a lot of snow. It was nothing to wake up to a foot of snow in the morning. Yeah, just an enormous amount of snow. So we very rarely had snow days. The only time we had a snow day was if it was windy, and that impeded the visibility of the bus drivers. But if it was just straight snow, they would have those roads plowed. And it would be not any problem to get to school. But if the wind was blowing and there were whiteout conditions, then there was no school. All right. We're getting there. It's kind of sloppy, but it's a border. So I hope all of you that are in the path of Fern, Fern, Fern. I hope you don't lose your power. There. See what everyone's saying. My husband's watching that football game. Yeah, it's coming down. And it just started snowing. So it's coming down. I mean, it reminds me of lake effect snow. Obviously, it's not lake effect snow. It's Rocky Mountain effect snow, I guess. So I hope they get to Reed's game safely. Richard's an old pro, driving in the snow. That was the most terrifying thing when they both boys got their driver's license, and they drove off in a snowstorm for the first time. Oh God, I was a nervous wreck. But you had to learn how to drive in the snow. It was part of living there, right? It snowed from Halloween to Mother's Day. I ended up, spun around facing the wrong direction in a ditch a couple of times. And then there was a period of time where I was paralyzingly scared of driving in the snow, being a passenger when in a car when it was snowing. I couldn't. I was terrified. And then I just decided, Anne, you're going to have to get over this. You have to just go out and drive in the snow, drive slowly, and you're just going to have to learn to get over this fear and just do it. And I had a Subaru. And Subarus are just phenomenal in the snow. The parking lot at school looked like a Subaru parking lot. Redcoat just called and told me they think I can make my appointment tomorrow. Oh, wow. I don't blame you. You got. I'm sorry that they're desperate for type O, but you gotta make sure that you're safe. They can come and get you. Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking. One year we had an inordinate amount of snow in Camp Hill outside of Harrisburg, and they needed the nursing staff to get to Harrisburg Hospital, and they sent out the National Guard to pick up the nurses and bring them to the hospital. So I agree with, tell them if you can give them an extra donation next time. No. Tell them to come pick you up. They're that desperate. Yeah. Yeah, you've got lots of months of winter where you are. Our feral cat got a lined box I fixed for him. Yeah, Becky's got some kitties that she's taking care of too. And I think she lets them in the garage. Poor things. All right, so there's the border. And the prompt was create a border. So we created a border. So this page is, I'm gonna say it's done. Oh, you know what? The other thing I was going to do, let me do it. I hope I didn't lose the picture. Oh, there it is. Make a post, make a, and that's true. That's true. Also, you don't like places like Texas. There may be what, one snowplow? Uh, and then you had that horrible ice storm a couple of years ago. Oh my gosh, where people were without power for weeks. Okay, one of the prompts is to make a postage stamp. So this is one of those little pictures out of the postal catalog. And I thought it would make a very cute postage stamp. I used to make postage stamps all the time as little pieces of ephemera. So let's do that, shall we? And I've got pinking shears. And we'll make a little, whoops, wow, it's loud, isn't it? Let me stick this here, like so. And let me just take a pencil and kind of eyeball that. Yeah, it got so hot here this afternoon. It really pissed me off. I had to put the AC on. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Sherry. I had to put the AC on. Oh, and tomorrow I'll have to put the heat on. I have my book club group tomorrow. I'm new to this book club. It's kind of interesting. What they do is they have a theme, and then whatever the theme is for that month, and you go and read whatever you want, as long as it's about that theme. So tomorrow's meeting is to set up what the themes are going to be for the next year. And I volunteered to host the first one for the new year. So this is my first time I've ever hosted this. And it's at 2:00. And that'll be a postage stamp. And I'm going to I have some really good blue cheese that I'm going to mix with cream cheese. And I'm going to stuff some celery with that. And then I thought I'd make little, like the little, like tea sandwiches. So I bought Petridge Farm white bread, and I'll cut the crusts off. And I'll do chicken salad, egg salad, and tuna salad with a little sliver of cucumber on them. Trying to see if he made the field goal. I think someone got a hand on it. Well, he didn't make it. Sorry. And then I have those little tiny miniature little tiny balls of fresh mozzarella. So I'm going to put those on like a little skewer or a long toothpick. So a little ball of mozzarella and a cherry tomato and a chunk of cucumber, and then marinate that. And that'll be a little finger food. And I have some, never seen it before. It's cashews. It was a 2 for buy one, get one. And it's cashews that are seasoned with rosemary, and sea salt. Oh, you're gonna, okay. Well, I've never done it before. Hi, Carol. Well, it's not really. It shouldn't. It's not that bad. I just have to make the three salads. It won't be that bad. I've been to these other ladies' houses. You should see what. Oh my God, the spreads that they have. Mine's nothing like that. And I was going to do a hummus, but I'm not even going to bother doing a hummus. But yeah, no, mine's pretty basic. I have these little tiny stamps. So I'm going to stamp the price of the stamp on it. So they have the dollar sign. So we'll do a dollar sign. Okay, I've got the dollar. These click together, so it's kind of nice. And there's a decimal or a period, depending on how you want to look at it. And put that together like so, right? And how much should the stamp be? What's the current price? 78 cents? So why don't we do 78 cents? All right. And then I'll do I have a, whatchamacallit, cancellation. I'll do a cancellation on it, or draw a cancellation on it. It's funny, when this game started, they didn't say anything about this snowstorm, which I think is interesting. Okay, I'm going to do a practice stamp and see what that looks like. Wish they were closer together. Oh, well. That looks like a comma, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. Let's get that. We don't want a comma. Let's see. There's got to. I thought I saw a period. So you can see what I'm looking at. They got little hearts and ensigns, and no, they got the pound sign. All right. I know they have a period. Plus sign, smiley face, quotes. Oh, they got the little squiggly thing that you use in French. I don't know what that's called. I know the two dots over the German, I know that's known as an umlaut. Dash? Come on. How could they not have a period? Well, I can always put one in. A smiley face? Come on. Really? There it is. Okay. Whoops. This goes this way. The period goes what? No, the period goes in front of the 78, right? Yes, of course. And then the dollar sign. I'm getting it. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right. Yeah, okay. I know, they are nice, aren't they? The snap stamps, they are really nice. I agree. I have my little stamping thing. What a catch! Oh my God. Okay, let's just do this right down. Keep your fingers crossed. There, it's not too bad. It's got a little smooshed, a little smeared, but that's okay. And then let me do the cancellation. I should have gotten that out. Let's see. I'm not sure where that is. It's not there. I think it's here. I'm pretty sure it's here. I think I've got some postage stuff in here that's. Oh, there. Right there. I got it. Right there. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Well, there it is. I'm looking for a stamping block. Okay. And we'll cancel it. There. A little postage stamp. Canceled postage stamp. They're fun to make. I used to make a whole bunch of them, and I would take just little round pictures, images out of magazines, and I would cut, and I even have some scissors that will kind of cut like the postage stamp thing around it, and they're fun for ephemera and stuff like that. Put this away. It's a novel idea, right? Use something and put it away. Oh my gosh. This is a nice set of random stamps. It's got a little bit of everything. Yeah. I think the one prompt that's going to be hard is the Candyland passport. I'm not sure. I know Janet did it on her stream, but I was going to watch her, but I got called to ask to sub the bridge, so I didn't get to see her do it. I can go back and watch it. I had all this little passport paraphernalia stuff that I got from Ava Crafting Bohemian, but I gave all that stuff to Janet when she was doing her passports. In Candyland, I don't know. So we could stick the stamp here because I don't. Oh, duh. How about here? Oh, no, it's too bad. You can't see it. It's too bad. I could have put it on here. And then, I could still do the coffee stain over that. What do you think? Maybe I'll do that. That makes more sense, doesn't it? And now I'm looking around for the coffee dye stencil. What did I do with it? No. What would I have done with that? Oh, gosh. I don't see it anywhere. Don't need that. Oh, well. Well, oh, anybody see it? I know I didn't put it away. You made a Candyland paste image. Oh, that would be lovely. Sure, that would be great. I think you have my email. Hi, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. That would be awesome. Oh, well. That's ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. I thought maybe it was in here. I don't know. I don't see it in, normally I just kind of stick stuff. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll just stick this here, and I will stick it on here when I find the. Oh my gosh, the game's almost over. Minute 44 left in the game. Score: Patriots 10, Denver 7. Sorry, Denver people. All righty, let me cross out. We did create a border, right? Create a postage stamp. Yep, we did it. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I had that out too. And now I lost that too. Put a bird on it. I was going to stick a bird. That's easy enough. I got lots of birds I can figure out stick on there. I'm just sticking this over here for now. Well, there's the bird. So come here. I'll stick the bird on it later. All right. Postcard. I was going to make a postcard because I found some postcard stuff. Punter joke. Paper bird. I have a neat little paper bag. I'll show it to you. And I don't know what, I'm just going to put it as a flippin', no, a flippin'. I think I showed it last week. There was this, oh yeah, I did, because someone said they actually went to that company and bought some of their soap. Goat soap. It's made by this company that makes soap made out of goat's milk. And they have these little bags and you can just take them. And every time I'd go to the supermarket, not every time, I didn't buy the soap. Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. I'll take a look at that. I didn't buy the soap, but I would help myself to a bag because I thought the bags were so cute. Grade A. So that's going to be my paper bag. So I'll stick that in here for now. That actually could go there, right? Okay, whoops. All right. Well, you know what? It's 6 o'clock. And I'm going to cut out early because I want to watch some of my grandson's hockey game. And I want to get ready for the next football game. So it looks like the New England Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. And, oh, thank you, Brenda. Good observation. Perfect. Brenda said the postage stamp has a bird on it. Okay. Yes. No, it's your turn. Hi, Thunder. No, is it my turn? Are you sure? Oh, no, wait a minute. Let me see. Streaming notes. Are you sure it's my turn? That's not good. Oh my gosh, it is my turn. Huh. All right. Well, it'll be a real short one because I have that. Yeah, I'm gonna go early because I want to watch my grandson's hockey game. Okay. Well, I have my book club at 2. Oh, Di, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Di's here. Okay. I'll stay a couple more minutes. I can stay a little bit longer. Di, guess what? I have to show Di because she was the inspiration and the engineer. Look what I did, Di. It's a little messy, but it's done. Oh, it is tomorrow. Duh. I'm all right. Thank you, Barbara. I know. I ran into a couple of you know issues with the Coptic stitch, and my paper tore because I pulled too hard. But it's done. And I was telling everybody earlier, Di, that you were the brilliant engineer for this middle piece that has all the stuff and the flippy floppies, and I've got, and I did a lot of flippy floppy stuff, and magnets, all my favorite things. And then this opens up, and I've got a little thingy that opens up here like this. It's got some more botanicals and some of my artwork. And I have 2 belly bands, little belly bands in here. I used a lot of napkins, and there's a big pocket here. I might put a writing, like a writing card in there that you can pull out and write. Oops. And there's a big pocket on this side also. Oh. Oh no. I thought I had something in there. No. Where is it? Oh, I covered it. I covered it with the napkin. I knew, yeah, I know. I'd have to I covered it up with this napkin. And I knew I would have to slit that open, but yeah. But anyway. So the Coptic stitch, and this was really not supposed to be the back page. This was supposed to be the back page because it looks a whole lot nicer, but I screwed up. And I have to have something upside down. This is a true confession. This board ended up being upside down because I didn't put the holes in the right place. This is upside down, but what are you going to do? It's upside down. And yeah, but anyway. But I wanted to show that to you since you came in. Pam got me started this morning and got me up to the first block of these being done, and I figured I could figure out the rest of it. So, but thank you again for the design. It's a really cool hybrid design. All right. I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you. Yep. See you later. Stay warm. Stay safe. Uh, let's hope that you don't lose your power. And yeah, see you all around the internets. And I am on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Thank you for reminding me that I'm on, that the book club's Monday. Wednesday's very busy too. I've got bridge in the morning. I've got a haircut that I have to cancel, dentist appointment, but I'm all set. We'll get it all done. So if you can't be good, be careful and be fabulous. And thank you for being here. I so appreciate you spending some time with me. Let's see. End stream. Gosh, I couldn't even find that. Bye, folks. Take care. Stay warm. Be safe.